All right, guys, give me a minute. I just need to make sure it's going. All right. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not self-seeking. It does not dishonor others. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. I'm going to refresh this. Give me a minute. I'm afraid if I say the word love one more time, they're going to cut me off completely, warrior. All right. I'm going to have to do a hard reset. I'll be back. Good morning, collective. Love is patient, just like QUAN subscribers. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. I am Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. They don't want the people in the government here where I live in East Africa that actually watch me, okay, um, to know what's really going on, why, it's been so much commotion around attacking me spiritually. And that's why they try to block my messages because, a lot of you all don't realize when you move to other countries as expats and you're making videos, they want to make sure that you're not talking crazy, about their country or doing nothing too crazy. So a lot of times after you come through immigration at the airport, they get your phone number and they look you up and they look up your social media. I don't think a lot of people are aware of that, but when you visit a lot of these countries, immigration, they get your American phone number, they get your name. And while you're visiting, they look you up. They look you up on social media and they keep tabs on what you're recording, what you're saying about their country, and what you're doing. So you got to, use wisdom and just make sure you have good intentions. And hello? Can y'all hear me? Collective. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. because I can't hear myself right now. Testing, testing. Y'all can hear me? Yes? Okay, because I can't hear myself. Okay. Maybe it's something with my phone. So America, being what it is, has been using things that are normal to human life on this planet, that are made to be balanced, regular things that people need and do, and they dirty it up. They scramble it. They take away real meanings from things, and they turn it into something. They take the spirit and the energy of things that are organic and authentic and make it something dirty. Okay. And capitalism is the devil, because ultimately capitalism breeds greed, impatience, overproduction, overconsumption of things. Okay. Um, uh, Capitalism breeds excess. People that don't have any discipline with food, don't have discipline with excess of things, overproduction of cars, people that can't control their impulses, growing food out of season because you need things instantly just because you thought of it. Just because it's on your brain. Watermelon in the middle of winter is on your brain, so you need to find a way to grow and have watermelon accessible to you all year round. When to be in nature, there are certain foods that you eat during certain seasons, right? Okay. So capitalism is the devil. It really, really is. It promotes excess of things, overconsumption, greed, and it causes things to be out of balance. Okay, lack of structure and discipline of most people is what capitalism caters to. So I say all that to say it's like a lack of impulse control. It can be connected back to a lack of impulse control. The need to be entertained at every minute of the day. You can't just chill like how we are. We feel like we're overstimulated, overstimulation in wanting to be catered to every second of the day and not have anything inconvenience us at all whatsoever. Almost like that movie. What was that movie called? Um, uh, Idiocracy. Idiocracy. It led to the decline of civilization in America because with idiocracy, people wanted technology to advance to the point where they literally didn't have to do anything. They would create a chair in the living room with a toilet attached, and a robot that would bring you your food and drink, and a TV to stimulate your brain because you're overstimulated, and trying to make everything so convenient that you don't even have to move anymore. You understand? Idiocracy. Okay. So that's what capitalism breeds: a lack of impulse control, the need to have instant gratification at all times and never be inconvenienced by anyone or anything. That's oftentimes why people will like travel around the world to other countries and be like, oh, the people, somebody there's, they smelled bad or whatever, 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 because your nose can't be inconvenienced because somebody worked for about 16 to 18 hours building a damn house that you're going to pay bottom dollar for, that is beautiful, but you can't be inconvenienced because somebody was sweating while they were working, for just a few minutes because they passed you, or they were in the same space as you for a minute. Capitalism really breeds a lot of ignorance and stupidity and idiocracy with people. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. Now, America, they dirty everything up, every concept, because it's Babylon, of course. And one thing they've done is they've learned how to market seers. Seers are born with spiritual gifts. Seers can see the past, the present, and the future. And some seers might even have, you know, gifts beyond the gift of sight with the third eye. Some seers have power to do magic and to do other things. Some on the spiritual realm. Some are practitioners. Some are healers. Some are everything. Okay. Some gifts are limited. You understand? But they found a way, like everything else, to turn spirituality into a marketplace. Okay. And what they've done is they've researched the bloodlines of every body that they could to find the families of people that are known for having seers come through certain bloodlines. And they found a way to market people that have seers in their family and sell those seers to the wealth class. In other words, destiny swap for gifts, just like in the movie Get Out, when they were auctioning that black man, that black actor, the young black actor, and they were auctioning off his skin, his eyes, his melanin. They were auctioning off parts of his body and his brain, his pineal gland, probably, you know, at this silent auction. Okay. It's kind of something like that. Okay. With seers, now, whether you are a seer that's from the Americas and you have some kind of Aztec, Olmec, or some indigenous blood that comes from North America, okay, or come from somewhere else in North America, and understand America is a big mixture of genetics because of slavery and because of the people that have come here, because of slavery before it became exclusively chattel to African and Black peoples. At one time, you know, slavery was anyone that was in the slave class, and you could have been Asian, white, Black, Indian, whatever you were, you know, you could have been a slave. But then it became later on only Black, and it became chattel slavery. So America is a big mixing bowl, and they've researched the bloodlines of all the mixtures of people to find people and bloodlines and families with certain gifts. Okay. And it's not just in America. They've even gone out to the ends of the earth, Australia, with the Aboriginal people there. They go to South America to seek out people with spiritual gifts in South America. They do this in Africa, East India, and Central America, and throughout the entire world, Asian countries. I remember reading some older history books about them even going to Ethiopia and other countries in Africa, seeking out bloodlines and seeking out the children of spiritual practitioners and things like that, and trying to kidnap them. Children that had already passed a certain level of spiritual training, and kidnapping them and taking them to Britain and taking them to European countries to indoctrinate them into the European form of Christianity. And the whole goal of that was to go to places as a missionary, okay, to teach the European form of Christianity, okay, and exchange that to limit people's access to knowledge and power to their own magic in their own cultures, okay, and to stop them from using it for them, and destiny exchange and allow them to use their magic instead while they give you their created religion. Okay. And then they would be able to use you or your children as a vessel to do magic with. Only they'd be using your children's energy, but they'd be busy worshiping God in the European sense of it. Okay. And while they're worshiping God, they're using your energy and your sciences to do magic to manifest abundance for themselves. Okay. And this was happening all over the world in cultures. They'll go somewhere in the name of God, introduce religion in the way that they were giving it to you, and then sneak and do something to make the parents sick, or introduce something into a village or a community to destroy the parents so that they can't take care of their children. And they were like, oh, you can't take care of your kids. We'll take them, we'll adopt them, we'll bring them back to wherever we're from, and we'll take care of these kids. Look, you can't even afford to feed them. But they'd actually be going to these families to sabotage them, families that are known for having seers, and families that are known for having children and bloodlines with spiritual gifts and abilities. They'll go there in the name of God and try to destroy the family so that they can't feed their children. And then they'll volunteer to adopt those kids and indoctrinate them in Christianity, their form of it anyway, and then use those children's power and magic and indoctrinate them. They'll sometimes turn them into sex slaves, okay, and use them, okay. So the download that I got that they want me to talk about today is, okay, how America, what's coming to an end right now is what America was built off of. And America was built off of capitalization applied to witchcraft, but on a large collective scale, because they got people from all nationalities that are spiritually gifted, and they found ways to market you. And how they do that is they would go to your family, wherever you are, whatever family member has seers in it, and they would offer you money to allow your family member that has the spiritual gifts to be isolated so that they could use your energy for their rituals. And the whole family would go along with it. And if you didn't, they would bully you. Okay. And that's where a lot of you all's gang stalking has come from. Those of you that are seers and have spiritual gifts and ability or very abundant energy, you've been fueling the rituals that the wealth class in America and wealth class from all around the world have been utilizing to stay wealthy. Okay. And because it's falling apart for them right now is why they are losing it and acting out in public, basically. Okay. Now, I'm one of these seers that were victimized and isolated in this type of a way. And it's so funny. They're just literally starting to untie the knots that they put over my life to isolate me so they could use me as a human battery. Give you a quick example. I just want to testify real quick. Finally, somebody cleared me at the NSA and allowed my brother's phone call to come through. Um, on my birthday, my brother, I have four brothers, and I haven't talked to anyone, and I can't talk to anyone because they blocked me from being able to communicate with anybody. They were hoping that by isolating me and controlling all forms of communication around me, that I would be so lonely and so isolated and not have any family, friends, or any relationship that they could control who I would connect with. And that person would be able to force me in some kind of a way to give up my energy for them to utilize. So, a technique that they use is gang stalking and isolation so that you get so lonely and desperate for anyone to talk to you that they'll send someone from their cult to date you and get in a relationship so they can siphon your energy and use you as a human battery. And that's one of the methods they were using with me. Okay. But because they realize the time is up and they're getting hit with karma, and this is not just me, it's a lot of you all too. Their time is up for doing this. Okay. I got a phone call and a message from one of my brothers that wished me a happy birthday on my birthday. That call came through on my birthday. My birthday was on the 10th of March. They would not allow that phone call to come through until just a few minutes ago, maybe an hour ago today. Today is the 17th, okay? Because they've been blocking me from being able to have any family, any friends, date, marry, or do anything unless, like, you're not basically what they were communicating to me is You're not going to have communication with a single person on earth unless you marry or get in a relationship with one of our cult members. That's basically what they were doing with invisible hands to me through the NSA. And that's what they've been doing to a lot of you all too. I thought that my brother was dead. When I was in New York a little while ago, I was looking for my brother, and I thought he was dead, and it made me really sad because this is the one brother that I actually care about. My other three brothers, they could die and go to hell. I don't care. But you're like QUAN Yin, yeah, they're demons. But this particular brother is an earth angel. Okay, this is one of my brothers that's an earth angel, and I just found out that he's alive, and I just found out that he's in a shelter in Long Island. And I don't like the way he sounds. He sounds half dead, but I'm so happy that he's alive, and that he's somewhere with covering, and he's able to eat now, get food or whatever. He's one of my brothers with spiritual gifts that they've been experimenting on for many, many years. Okay. Yeah, Empress High Priestess, you gotta see, they will let certain phone calls come through, because if they block you completely and you can't use your phone, they're gonna think you know what I mean, you're gonna get rid of the phone, because obviously it's useless. Certain calls they will allow to come through, like if you have children, or certain people that do still talk to you, or if it has to do with your job or work, or calling a utility company or handling regular business, those calls can come through. But other calls that might have to do with connections that could connect you with more money, opportunity where you can live or move or travel out of captivity if they're gang stalking you, other calls of people that can connect with you in dating relationship that are not a part of their program. Those type of calls, they'll block you from. You understand? If they're isolating you, okay? And again, they completely isolated me from everybody except my daughter, and they're starting to loosen the realms that they put on me because they know it's over. They know they're not going to force me to sleep with anyone or be with anyone that's a part of whatever they had going on over there. They're not going to force me to do anything. You understand? And they know my gang stalking is over. So I'm just explaining how this thing works to you all. So they just allowed my brother's phone call to come through that he left me a message on my birthday, but it's just coming through today, maybe about an hour ago. You understand? They literally have call centers where they filter your messages and your phone calls. So they must be starting to release me from what they had me in, the program they had me in, because I was so happy. I was very emotional to hear from my brother. I called him immediately when I heard the message. He doesn't sound well, but he's alive, and I'm happy for that, because they've been trying to experiment and take him out for a very long time now. People have gone up to him and jabbed him with needles and done things to him. Child, if I told you. But like he just told me he's in a shelter in Long Island in New York. So, you know, hopefully I didn't plan on ever returning back to America. But if I do, at least now I can maybe see a family member. Okay. So, again, like I said, America has been selling Seers, okay, as human batteries, and also as novelty items. Like if you want to become a seer and have these gifts, and you're from the wealth class and you have money, you know, you can pay, and we'll put them into gang stalking and put them into the situations that we need to suppress their life, and do whatever's required so we can utilize their energy. When seers are supposed to belong to their family and to their community, and they're supposed to be revered as something sacred, because they're supposed to be the bridge, between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So when there's a problem that other people can't see into because they're not intuitive enough, you go to the seer. The seer is highly sensitive and intuitive. So the seer can see where an offense has happened because it's hidden by a covert narcissist that could cover up their tracks. Why a whole village is getting bad karma, why children in the village are dying suddenly and everyone's having bad luck. Somebody could have done something that was hidden, and it might take someone that's highly intuitive to see deeper into a situation to find out what was done and how to fix it and correct it. You understand? Seers are supposed to be revered in communities, and they belong to the community and family of the culture that they come from, whatever culture that is. But America has dirtied it up like everything else America has Babylon touches, and they've turned it into a marketplace. And they've corrupted families that will do anything for money and auctioned off Seers to the wealth class. And they've gotten community and family to all agree to isolate those of you that have this abundant energy or that are a seer. Type energy with spiritual abilities and gifts, and to isolate you. Okay. And right now, that's what they're getting karma for. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the reading, but that's what they're getting karma for. They are getting karma for abusing those of you that are supposed to be sacred, regardless of where you're from, because you can be from anywhere in the world, any culture. Okay. But regardless of where you're from, they're getting in trouble for turning you guys into some kind of marketable thing. They have whole profiles on you where they study you inside and out, and then they sell you. And you got some goofy, retarded, little rich girl somewhere that is like, I want to have spiritual gifts. And doing witchcraft is still not like her gifts. I want to be able to do that. Can you buy her for me? You understand? It's somebody stupid out there, that thinks that they could just take from you what you have. I picked up on an Arab and I picked up on an Eritrean. I picked up on both an Arab and an Eritrean that was trying to do this because they were jealous of somebody's spiritual gifts. Like, buy it for me, daddy. Can you go buy? I want that person, right? I want her. I want all her gifts and creativity. Make me that. And these are sociopaths. Okay. These are literally sociopaths. They're getting karma for that. Okay. That's what America is getting karma for. They're getting karma for selling and marketing seers that belong to their family and community. Okay. What is the QUAN Oracle card for this energy that you all were giving me? The dance unveiling. Okay. I think it was Sisters of the Rising Sun too. So I'll read both. Got these retarded ass people out here that they don't even, they're beyond wealth. They're beyond wealth. And they think they can just go shopping because they're sociopaths for Seers. Like, I want to be a magical person with Seers, and then I want to become a famous person on YouTube for my gifts, which you don't have any gifts. Which you don't have no gifts. You don't have any gifts or abilities. You're not a seer. You're not anything. Okay? But this is somebody that thinks that someone can just go purchase it. And this is what America has been doing. All right. All right. This is the QUAN card right here. Okay. The dance unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. So, something's about to be revealed to you. Okay? This is the message they're giving me, and they're literally giving me this message as we go along. Like, this is not a pre nothing message.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Okay, this is why I couldn't hear. It was connected to my Bluetooth. Yeah, this is a message that's like downloading as I'm going through. Okay, this card is Sisters of the Sun Rising. You are a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration and consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls and joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Rising Sun, who bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. So there might be a group that you're about to come together with, whoever I'm talking to. And the dance unveiling has to talk about the clarity about something that your intuition was telling you. Your intuition could have been telling you something about another dimension that people are doing something on that coincides with this one that we're living on. Some kind of portals that people are going through now. Something with technology that they were trying to keep private and hidden, only for people that are parts of certain groups to have access to. I feel like there's something that your intuition has showed you about life, maybe dimensions connected to your life here, about portals on this planet, portal points, gates that you can go through spiritually, uh, to go to other places, other realms. It's something going on that your intuition was telling you about exists, but it's not available to the public yet. And you're going to get clarity on this very soon, is what I'm hearing. And you're going to join, there's some kind of group that you're going to join and be a part of in the near future. So they want you to be open to, it. Okay. It's something that you're going to need to be open to, working with other people. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages? Okay. Allowance. Third eye chakra, root chakra in the reverse, and authority. Got it. Okay, so this is what came out. Allowance, root chakra in the reverse. You see third eye came here, and authority came out crossing the third eye, just like that. You see that? Okay. So somebody might need to allow for something to happen. Something could be blocking someone's root chakra. Okay, we'll find out what that's about. Somebody might be getting some authority or getting some authority back, and it might have to do with your third eye chakra. Okay, it might have to do with some spiritual gift you might have, or your perception, or your foresight with this third eye energy. What is allowance? Holy Divine Spirit. Okay. The Ten of Swords. Somebody couldn't backstab and betray somebody. This is somebody that is in charge of maybe enforcing some rules because someone didn't meet an expectation, an air sign. Okay. Someone's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and something was their complete wish fulfillment, but they did not meet an expectation. Okay. They didn't have the strength and the power. And now the World card, something's over. Okay. So somebody could have been trying to put somebody in a position that belongs to you, Okay, but this person didn't have the power that you have or the strength. They might have tried to replace you, whoever you are. They said you're going to align yourself with a group. This could be a group of women. I don't know, but they said you're supposed to be aligned with some group. Okay, and that something that you had an intuition about, you're going to get confirmation on. Okay, and they're saying that there is a Queen of Swords, that this could be an air sign that wanted your position in some group, but she didn't have the strength or the power to do something. So now allowance, okay, invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without, sorry, without fear and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So you're going to have to allow yourself to do something, is what they're telling me. It's, I don't know, maybe it's a new way. Maybe it's a new way of thinking. Maybe it's something that you might need to open up to. A new way of seeing something. I don't know. What is root chakra? Sorry. What is this root chakra energy in the reverse, please and thank you. Greediness, emotional. Somebody is greedy or was greedy, and they're over emotional and hyperactivity with this root chakra in the reverse. Okay, their root chakra is blocked. Okay, somebody has a blocked root chakra that was greedy and overly emotional. Okay, somebody that was hyperactive because of fearfulness. Okay, this person could have problems with their feet and legs. Okay, whoever this person is, they might have issues with their feet and legs. Let's go. Why is root chakra in the reverse here? Attachment. Someone has an entity attachment in their root chakra. They need to meditate and visualize the color red. Okay, they need to adjust their diet. A loss of interest in being part of the world. Someone needs to dance, and someone is having thoughts of taking their life. Okay. Somebody is having thoughts about taking their life. Clarify, who is this person with this entity attachment in their root chakra? The sun. So somebody could have Leo placement in their chart. Okay. Or someone that, because somebody made an offer or something. Who's that Knight of Cups energy? Somebody could have both Leo and water in their chart. Somebody is not stuck. Somebody could have made an offer to block somebody, but somebody is not stuck. The King of Swords. Okay. So someone could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that was working with a water sign together to make a spiritual offer, and they were in some very destructive energy to cause you, whoever you are, to be stuck. But you're not stuck. That's why the Nine of Swords is in reverse. Whoever you are, you're not stuck. And this person was greedy. So right now they're thinking of taking their own life. This person is thinking of taking their own life. You see what this card says. This has to do with a blocked root chakra. Okay. They have a loss of interest in being part of the world right now. They need to adjust their diet. This person needs to dance. They need to meditate, visualize the color red, because they have a heavy entity attachment in their root chakra. Okay. So this is someone, possibly an air sign, that wanted to take your place. Okay. So maybe you're a seer. Maybe you're a seer, and there was someone, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or someone with a heavy placement, that wanted to take whatever place you have. But whoever you are, you were born with whatever spiritual gifts and abilities for a reason. Okay? Clarify this third eye. Why is the third eye out here? Somebody wants you to have a fear of success. Okay. So somebody wants somebody to have a fear of success. And how that's manifesting, a lack of mental clarity. Somebody wants you to have a fear of success, possibly for somebody. They might want you, this person might have been spiritually attacking you, and they want you to feel like whatever spiritual abilities and gift you have, it's a curse. And if you don't get rid of it, it's going to make you a target, and you're going to be attacked day and night for the rest of your life. So they want you to fear your gifts, and they want you to fear having success in using your gifts the right way, because you're going to be uncomfortable and attacked day and night for the rest of your life. If you're successful, bad things are going to happen to you. You're going to attract jealousy, and people will never leave you alone, and you'll never have peace. It's some energy like that going on. Somebody's been attacking you, okay? Because they want you to hate the fact that you're a target. They want you to hate your spiritual gifts. Clarify this third eye. Do grounding meditation. Touch the earth with your bare skin. Sleep, okay? Sinus issues in the forehead area. So somebody is attacking your third eye, all right? Whoever I'm talking to, someone's been doing spell work to attack and block your intuition, and they want you to have fear of success, okay? Just make sure you sleep as much as you can, and do grounding meditation and touch the ground as much as you can, and beware of sinus issues in your forehead area. It's spell work that somebody is projecting. It's energy someone is projecting toward you. They want you to have a lack of mental clarity. They want you to be afraid that they're going to just keep on attacking you and keep on attacking you until you give in to their will, and let them do a ritual or spell work and take over your spiritual gifts and abilities, okay? Because you have authority. Whoever you are, you have authority because you have good judgment. This is what I'm hearing. They're telling me to tell you the reason you were given spiritual abilities, gifts, and authority and power is because you have good judgment. You can balance your dark and light energy. Why? Because you have love in your heart, and you can balance the logic side of your brain with empathy and compassion. You're able to see if you're getting out of balance. If any thought arises that's toxic, jealousy, anger, even hate, you know how to alchemize it. You know how to process it correctly. The human mind has thousands upon thousands of thoughts that pass through your mind every hour, every millisecond. You have plenty of thoughts, okay? Some good and some bad. It's just part of the human process. But it's how you process those thoughts. You understand? It's how you process those thoughts that make you who you are, okay? So it's not the thoughts that are the sin or the wrong. The problem is what you do and how you process it. And because you've done shadow work, you know how to recognize the good thoughts versus the bad ones. You know how to process them correctly, balance your dark and light energy, look at things from the proper perspective, and make conscious fair, balanced decisions that are best for you and everybody, for the betterment and good of people. And that's why you have authority. Okay. There's somebody that wants your authority. They want your power and authority, but this is someone that haven't done their shadow work. And it's like a little child that wants to put on daddy or mommy's shoes and your crown. Don't make me go get my crown and put it on. It's sitting right over there. Okay. They want to put on your crown and get your authority and go crazy with it. I'm in charge now, and I'm about to power trip. Now I'm in charge, and I'm a power trip. I'm gonna get everybody that ever I'm jealous of and that has ever offended me, and I'm gonna act a fool power tripping out here. You understand? So whoever is jealous of your authority, and I'm talking about spiritual authority, you have it because you've done your shadow work. It's not a mistake. What you have is not a mistake. It's something that you're granted because of your ability to balance your dark and light energy. You have a good head on your shoulders. All right. What are the messages? The Ace of Double Vadras. What's that? Turn it over. Uh-oh, the Seven of Swords. Somebody stole something, or somebody was trying to steal something with that Seven of Vadras right there. The Seven of Vadras is talking about the Seven of Swords, okay? And it's talking about a thief. Someone could be a hermit, Virgo. There's the other two right there. And now they're burdened. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Lotuses. Okay, so this is talking about exactly what I was talking about, how America has been marketing like on the underground, like the dark web, like some kind of, what do they call it when they sell things that you're not supposed to sell? Like it's an underground thing, like people selling guns, and you're not supposed to be selling a certain type of gun that's a silencer, the underground market or something like that. But that's what's going on here. Somebody has been marketing and selling and auctioning off Seers that belong to their family and community on the underground market. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Somebody tried to get away with stealing your gifts to give to someone that most likely they're sexually attracted to, or someone they were sleeping with. That was like, "Ooh, daddy, I want her gifts. Can you buy it for me?" Whether it's her real daddy or whether it's just some man that likes to be called daddy. Regardless of whatever it is, somebody wanted somebody to steal your spiritual gifts from you. Okay. But now it's created all kind of burdens, the 10 of Wands in this person's life, the Two of Pentacles here. Okay. And now somebody might have to try to balance a situation because that was a big no-no. And that's why they're getting karma right now. Or it's a whole bunch of people getting karma right now because they had a whole bunch of people that was a part of a group that was helping them to try to take what a seer has and give it to a nobody. That's what I heard, just like that. They wanted to take a real seer and purchase like a seer's essence and spiritual gifts and give it to literally a nobody, a nobody that might know how to do sex magic. That's it. They literally wanted to give your gifts to a nobody, a gutter, a nobody that might be like a gutter. What do they call them? I can't think of it right now. A gutter hoe. And that's not what I wanted to say. A sewer maiden. Thank you, Father God. They wanted to give your spiritual gifts and abilities to a sewer maiden, a gutter hoe. That's a nobody. And got a whole bunch of people to help and assist them in, it's like trying to tie down an elephant. It's like a whole bunch of people. Okay, we're going to sneak up on the elephant. We're going to throw this net over them. And then everybody charge in and everybody grab one of the elephant's ankles in every direction and try to tie him and bind him at one time. They got a whole bunch of people to come at you. You're a spiritual elephant. Okay. And try to bind you up real fast. Okay. Literally, so that they could transfer your essence into a sewer maiden that is literally a nobody. Okay. And now, because of all that rah-rah that went on, someone has to Two of Pentacles try to balance something out because it created all kind of problems. I need to know what this Ace of Double Vajras represents. Give me 1 second here. Oh, wow. Right to it. Okay. So this is the Ace of Double Vajras. Oh, it's about the truth. That's right. Every direction. I remember this. Okay. The Double Vajras, sorry. The Double Vajras, Vajra, is the symbol of Amagata city, the green Buddha of the north, and the element of water. The double Vajra is like two single Vajras connected at their center to form a cross. Vajra means thunderbolt, and the double Vajra represents thunderbolts, thundercats, kidding. Thunderbolts radiating to the four cardinal directions of the four jhanas and the four winds. This is associated with the power of storms, rain, and water. The double Vajra is sometimes equated to the wheel of the law that proclaims the truth to the four directions with a voice like thunder and illumination like lightning. The great Buddhist emperor Asoka set up columns in India with four lions on the top, joined together at the rear and facing the four directions. The lions, with their thunder-like roar, were a symbol of Buddha's law radiating to the four directions. Amagata city, the Buddha of action, uses his tool to conquer passion and to promote fearlessness. The double Vajra is also a symbol of joining of opposites. It has a vertical masculine pole and a horizontal feminine pole joined at the center. Okay? Confidence, solar plexus. Interesting. Okay, it's a footnote I put in there. A double Vajra is not a vessel like the cup of the tarot, but the two are connected through their common association with water and therefore with the unconscious. The double Vajra represents action radiating out from a center that is hidden in the center of the soul. It is like the lotus in our heart when it blossoms. If we look deep into our unconsciousness, into our soul, we will find that our deepest desires are not our own creations. They are like seeds of love and compassion that are planted there before we're born. They need to be nurtured and they need to grow. This card represents the beginning of that growth. This suit is associated with the intuitive function of Jungian psychology and with the Raja Yoga. Okay, so this is talking about some kind of truth that is radiating out. Clarify the Ace of Double Vajra that comes from within the soul, the heart, the devil, reverse. Somebody is the wounded warrior, okay, the star reverse. Someone could be an Aquarius, or somebody might not be the star, okay? Someone that was waiting and expecting something, but you're not stuck with the Nine of Swords reverse, so they can't plan something. Okay, for an Empress in the reverse. Got it. So there could have been like an Aquarius energy that was waiting for you to become stuck so that an empress in the reverse could embody your energy. Okay. But it didn't happen. Okay. Because the truth of the truth will always stand through covert narcissism, through masks that are worn, through illusions that are created. You know, what's in someone's subconscious mind is always going to come out to the forefront, and people are always going to find out the real form of a person based on their heart. You understand? It's almost, I'm talking about this card right here. Let me say this. It's almost like dating a narcissist when you've dated enough of them. Okay. When you date somebody, man or woman, they can wear a mask. They can read a dating book for men and women, and they can find out what to say and what not to say. So they can also, a narcissist can also find out what to do and what not to do, because they will watch videos and read books that will tell them, narcissist, don't pay attention to what people say, but pay attention to their actions and what they do. And a narcissist, a covert one, will study that and be like, okay, so that means I have to say things and follow up with the correct action to further cloak myself so you won't know my true form. You understand? So it's more than paying attention to what people say and do. It's watching them over a period of time as they say and do things to make sure that their heart is in alignment with what they're saying and doing. And you will be able to discern that over time by watching their reactions, because you're intuitive and you have discernment. Even if they are doing things, giving to the poor, there are a lot of people and narcissists that give to the poor and bag lunches and work at the shelter and volunteer because they want people to see by their actions that they are the image they're trying to portray to you. So you have to really discern and watch people for a long time to make sure that their heart is in alignment and agreement with the actions they're taking and what they're saying out their mouth. Because eventually you're going to know somebody that their heart isn't with what they're doing. They're going to express some form of frustration, like, I got to go meet with these people again. I know I agreed to meet with this group and we would do this, but I was just doing that for show. Now they expect me to keep it up. You understand? So the truth is coming through, okay, of who this person really is. They try to copy your energy, okay, and copycat you, but deep, deep behind the mask, eventually, who they really are has soaked through, and now everyone can see who they really are at the core, at their heart, and everyone can see who you are clearly, transparently. Okay. So somebody tried to get away with something with this Seven of Swords here. Okay. This card reminds us not to steal. Okay. This is the Seven of Swords. Okay. And I just explained the Ace of Double Vajras, what they were explaining to me. Okay. And now someone is trying to balance a situation, a bad situation that might have come out of trying to steal your gifts because you're a real seer, okay, whoever I'm talking to, and give it to some spoiled tantrum throwing brat that, or whoever this person is, that knows how to do sex magic, that's a nobody, that might be a sewer maiden and a gutter rat. Okay, that wanted this person to give your gifts to them. Like, give it to me. I want it. I want to be them. I want to be creative like them and everything that they are. Look at me. I already have the look that you like. I already look the part. Look at me. And I know how to match a Louis Vuitton bag. And I know how to pick out red bottom shoes. If that's even a child, let me tell you something. You know, in 2026, all those high-end designers and companies that sold all that expensive clothing, you know, a lot of them are all going out of business right now and laughing at people that wasted their time and money investing in that stuff right now. Child, the world is changing right now. And all those expensive bags, clothing, and shoes that people were putting their money into right now, they are just, child. Uh-oh. Somebody could be throwing you the evil eye, child. My little evil eye ring just popped off. My little evil eye ring just popped off of my finger. Y'all might not have noticed that before, but yeah, somebody might be throwing you the evil eye because that thing. Uh-oh, my other one is coming off now too. Uh-oh. Yeah, somebody is throwing you the evil eye. Okay, this air sign that can't move forward. Yeah, this air sign that can't move forward. They're throwing you the evil eye. I know it's coming out again. All right, what is the energy crown in this read? Okay, somebody could be emotionally intelligent. Someone could be a water sign, or they could be a mother figure. Somebody, the Six of Pentacles, somebody is getting ready to have some kind of an exchange with someone. I have the King of Cups here too. So I don't know, maybe there's about to be some exchange or an offer between maybe two people that are very empathetic. Okay, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, there could be two people that might have prevalent water in their chart: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or two people. You don't even have to be a water sign, but there could be two people that are highly empathetic, highly intuitive, that could be very emotionally intelligent and responsible, that are about to be in some kind of exchange with each other, with this Six of Pentacles here. Okay. And somebody is really sad about it. Okay. This could be someone that could be pregnant or something. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle? Please and thank you. Lord Jesus. Whew. That witch jumped right back. Child. Y'all see how that witch jumped right back over this man's face? I can't make it up. The Empress. She came out sideways. She might be pregnant or in reverse. And she jumped on top of the man. She said, no! I can't make it up. This heifer just threw herself over top of this King of Cups. Like over my dead body. Rewind my video. She threw herself over him. Child, that's the obstacle. Child, somebody is a narcissist. I don't know if this person is pregnant. Somebody could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody could be a Libra or any other sign. Somebody is stressed out because they were financially codependent to somebody. Damn. That witch's energy is annoying. Somebody is a narcissist. Somebody is a narcissist. They lack empathy and compassion. They lack feminine energy. They're very, very strategic and narcissistic with the King of Swords in the reverse. And they are financially codependent. They could also be pregnant. Child, she threw herself over this man. This person might be desperate too. Child, clarify this Empress. Clarify the Empress. Clarify that Empress energy. The Five of Wands reverse. I can't make it up. Because the conflict is over. Because the conflict is over. And two people that are a match are about to come together. Okay? I'm clarifying this Empress. And they're telling me this is an Empress in the reverse. Dang. That just committed suicide. Not didn't, but wants to. Because somebody let them go. You see how she fell out my hand? Because she's a burden. She's created a huge burden for somebody in trying to assume your position of authority because of your third eye. Oh my God. Yeah, she was in some very sexual energy. That's how she was able to bind this man. I can't make it up. Yeah, she might have even been a prostitute. Okay. She's financially codependent. Okay. With this Nine of Pentacle in reverse duplicating over here. Okay. This woman is financially codependent, and she used her sexual energy probably on whoever this masculine father figure is. Maybe when he was younger or when he was still in his lessons. With the King of Wands reverse, she might have been binding him and doing sex magic on him, okay, to manipulate him. Maybe when he was at the height of, all humans, when you're at the height of your sexual peak, she might have taken advantage of that particular time in his life to do sex magic on him, to bind him and control him. This is a very shallow, superficial energy. I'm getting that she might have been having group sex, might have been giving this man orgies with other energies. The Queen of Pentacle reverse, that will do anything for money, that lack integrity. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that's what happened. Dang. She was desperate. She was desperate. Lord Jesus. What happened in the recent past? I'm going to leave her right there. She's sitting on his face and he pushed her off. What happened in the recent past? I have the Lovers. What happened in the recent past? Somebody might have healed from a connection or healed from something or someone. This could be another air sign, Gemini energy. Clarify the Lovers, please, with the other ones. Clarify the Lovers. All right. This was someone in some sexual energy that is financially codependent. They might have been a couple or a pair or lovers, okay? But now someone is defensive. Someone might have reversed an ending with someone, okay? But somebody was defensive because somebody lacks empathy and compassion. They lack empathy and compassion, and they kept doing something, okay? And they were sad. The Sun in reverse because someone feels like they were backstabbed and betrayed. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed because they got fired or someone didn't want to work with them anymore. So someone feels backstabbed and betrayed because somebody didn't want to work with somebody anymore. Okay. And something could be going on right now with the King of Pentacle in reverse, Queen of Wands energy. Okay. So apparently there was more than one woman here that was working together to maintain control using sex over some masculine energy, okay? And they wanted some kind of position where they were going to work with this masculine I'm picking up on, but they didn't have the power, okay, or the strength to hold a certain position. And what they did was they found whoever you are, and they were trying to, through manipulating this man with sex, get him to do something to help them to transfer whoever you are, a natural seer, your gifts and abilities over to her. And right now, somebody has gotten cut off from somebody. Okay, somebody backstabbed and betrayed somebody and cut somebody off. And now they're coming towards somebody very quickly to bring clarity, the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. Somebody might have had to like play double agent, okay, to get something done. I'm getting that somebody is a seer like a seer high priestess, and they understand or understood the assignment. Okay, meaning somebody might have had to do something kind of dirty and underhanded in order to make something happen, so you could get your freedom from someone that was trying to isolate, gang stalk, and trap you because you're a seer, and also from other people that were working against you, that they might have been tied to in various ways. And in order to balance their situation, they might have had to go back into the lion's den, so to speak, but in disguise, so that they could um, get information or get somebody to do something, so that they could free themselves and free you as well. This is the download that I was getting earlier. Okay. Whoever you are, you're a seer. So you already understood the assignment. Okay. You already knew what was going on and you understand. Okay. Uh, there's someone that you thought in the past was an enemy to you. And at one point, they were your enemy, but you got some spiritual guidance to be patient because there was something that was going to occur that was going to turn everything around. And this is someone that might have been coming for your head at one point, but you got spiritual guidance that there was someone that actually had the keys to your freedom from what a group was trying to do to you. And every single thing that happened to you and to this person, good and bad, and their affiliations and connections, was supposed to happen exactly the way it happened. And it was actually in alignment for exactly what is happening and going on right now, this very moment. Somebody that was your enemy had the keys to your freedom, okay? But they had to be your enemy in order to get the keys to your freedom, okay? And this person was not aware that they was going to be the person that was the key to your freedom, because they didn't know that something was going to flip and turn around. That was a part of the divine plan. You understand? It's like a download and a spiritual awareness that they had to get at the right time in their life. Not at the time when they were in the thick of all your enemies, because then they would have picked up on their energy. They had to be your enemy. And your ancestors and their ancestors blocked them from seeing the part that they were going to play in your life, where they were going to be instrumental in freeing you from what this group was doing to you. Okay. It's like you have an assignment, but you don't know what that assignment is until you're in the thick of it. You don't know about what's going to happen and what awaits you where you're going to. And they don't let you know what it is until you get there, because they know you're going to mess it up. And that's what your ancestors and this enemy of yours ancestors did with them. They withheld information about a change that was going to take place in their heart and in their consciousness. And their karma was going to trigger this change, but not until the right time. They needed to be in demon energy against you so that they could fit in with the demons, so that they could get all the keys to your freedom. So when the time came to turn that key, they would know what to do, what buttons to push, where to go, and who and what to do, if you understand. Okay. So there's someone that had the keys to your freedom, that because you're a seer, you understood the assignment, and they had to go back into the lion's den to rub elbows and to create an illusion in order to free themselves from a situation and balance some things out to free themselves so that they could free you as well. And all of this was ordained, and it's playing out in divine timing exactly like it's supposed to play out. Okay, that's the download I'm getting here. So now somebody might be coming towards whoever you are. Tell me what's going on right now in the present. Clarify the present. Okay. So somebody might be in their thoughts right now about a decision. Okay. With the Two of Swords. Okay. Or someone might not see something. All right. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. And thank you. Okay. Oh, or somebody is in their thoughts about somebody not seeing something. Temperance in reverse and imbalance about how somebody, whether or not someone sees something. What is this temperance in the reverse? So somebody was in their thoughts about whether or not you could see or perceive something about them taking action in order to cause an imbalance, and they're worried about missing an opportunity. Okay. So it could be that somebody, the situation I just described to you, somebody is in their thoughts about whether or not you would understand why they had to go back into enemy territory, and what the assignment was and what they were trying to do. Okay. And that's what I just explained to you. Whoever you are, oh baby, you the seer of all seers. I'm picking up on a seer, high priestess energy that's highly intuitive. And you understand sometimes you have to get down and dirty to rectify certain situations. Okay. So you, whoever you are, you understand and overstand and understand and understand and overstand. You overstand. I want you to overstand and understand. I need you to understand and overstand. I need you to understand and overstand. I'm making jokes, y'all. Whoever you are, you're a seer and you understand and overstand the assignment. You know that everything is not always black and white. This is not a fairy tale book where you live happily ever after, and somebody doesn't have to get dirty to rectify certain situations and everything lines up. No, there are gray areas and there are things that have to be done sometime that are dirty, unfortunately. But it is to get the ultimate goal accomplished. And sometimes double agents have to get dirty. Okay. So whoever you are, this person's in their thoughts about whether or not you're aware of everything that took place, and they didn't want you to misread actions that they had to take to get something done. And I'm getting whoever you are, that you have perfect clarity of what they've done and why they did it, because you understood and overstood the assignment. Okay. So what they had to do in order to be able to come toward you to bring you the clarity that you need, which is the keys to your freedom. Okay. All right. Anything else, Holy Divine Spirit? All right. Anything else, Holy Divine Spirit? Okay. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody might be childish and gaslighting somebody about some magic that was done. This could be a younger person, someone that's very sad because the World card, a cycle is over. Okay, so there is a cycle that is over. Okay, and one last little person, a page. This is a very young person, probably a little hothead. I'm picking up on a young hothead man that was recruited like at the end of everything, at the end of the war, because someone wanted to throw one more grenade, thinking it would turn the whole war around, where you already won the war, but somebody just being an asshole. They hired a Page of Wands. This could be a very young man that's fiery, a hothead type energy in their 20s. They hired to throw some magic at you, possibly in the last 24 hours. And he's mad because the magic didn't work. And now he's he's being childish and gaslighting somebody. Give me one more chance. Pay me again. You know, this is nobody to you. But the cycle's over with the World card. It was just somebody being petty and childish. So it's over. Okay. And what is the most? Yeah, a Leo might have paid this person to throw this magic at you. And what's the most probable outcome? The Two of Cups reverse, King of Pentacles. Somebody, there could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Something is going to be illuminated about somebody, and somebody is turned down someone's offer with the Two of Cups in the reverse. And you're about to get justice and move forward in your life. And somebody is overwhelmed about it with that Ace of Cups because somebody has walked away. They've pulled their energy away from someone. So somebody has rejected somebody with this Two of Cups reversed here. Okay. So this could be an Earth sign that got rejected. Someone could be Earth, someone could be a Libra, and someone is drowning in their emotions because you're about to get justice here. And you're about to move forward in your life. And there's somebody here that has walked away from someone. They pulled their energy out of something. Okay. All right. Let's get the messages. I can't make it up. Child, I split the deck on moving on your behalf, taking action to protect you. Okay. I already told you you have a hidden helper. You understood the assignment. It was a little bit dirty, but you understood the assignment. Okay. Because you're a seer. Okay. You're a high priestess. You can see through things very deeply, extremely deeply. And you understood it wasn't black and white. It was a dirty gray area, and somebody had to get in the mud. Somebody had to get dirty and get in the mud to rectify a situation for you. And it ain't pretty. You probably don't even want to hear about it. But either way, somebody was taking action to protect you that had to cloak themselves and they had to get dirty. It is what it is. Okay. But their intentions were actually good toward you. They were in their thoughts about whether or not you would understand why they had to do what they had to do. And yes, of course, you understood the assignment. Of course, you understand. Of course, you know that they had to go back in the lion's den with the sewer maidens. All right. Fire, explosion. There might have been a fire or an explosion, or someone's assistant might be about to cause a fire explosion. What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit. Theft. Okay. Somebody might have stole something. Sacral. They met up in secret. Okay. For a chakra card. I have throat chakra and sacral chakra here. I'm going to have to pull the chakra cards, the Eternal Crystal Oracle cards before it's over. Okay. What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit. Auto loan. There might be something here about an auto loan. Anything else? Identity theft. Same sex. Flood. Real estate. Identity theft. This was about your mental or physical health. So somebody at one time was trying to steal your sacral energy, or someone was trying to steal someone's sacral energy, possibly to do some form of identity theft. I already told you they think they can siphon your energy and appear as you, baby. I told you, some of these weirdo witch, warlock, karmic energies, baby, if they could put you into a pipe and light you on fire and smoke you and snort you and get high off of your energy and appear like a genie out of a bottle as you. That's what they want to do. You understand? They literally want to put you into a pipe and cook you like crack and smoke you and get high off your energy and then show up like a genie and be you. That's what if they could do that, they would. Let's jump into this. Clarify this theft with sacral energy. It was a missed opportunity to drain you, okay? Or drain somebody. So somebody was trying to drain someone. Someone could have been trying to drain a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? The Page of Pentacle reverse. This has something to do with a crime that an Aquarius might have committed that was a bad investment, okay? So somebody was trying to get somebody to drain your sacral energy so that they could do magic over you to control you, because there's an Aquarius that committed some kind of crime against you that they were trying to get away with. But they needed to bind you so that they could do spell work on you to either put you up somewhere, get you in jail, dead, a mental institution, okay? But the Knight of Swords, someone took very quick action, but the spell work they did to drain your sacral energy backfired, okay? Clarify, they met up in secret. Clarify, they met up in secret. All right, a Queen of Wands. Yeah, so a Queen of Wands energy. They were hoping to make something happen very quickly. So a Queen of Wands met up together with somebody in secret. This might be recently, to do something very quick. They were trying to drain your sacral energy, maybe in the past few days. What's the Page of Swords? That's air energy, air sign. Oh, they communicated. Yeah. Somebody quickly made contact with somebody that they met up with in order to try to drain somebody's energy. I feel like they were trying to drain a water sign's energy. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But there was a Queen of Wands that somebody might have sent towards somebody to see if they could drain this person's energy. But something didn't go in their favor. And somebody was backstabbed and betrayed. Okay, so something did not go in somebody's favor, and because somebody was closed emotionally. Somebody might have guarded their energy, the Magician, okay? Somebody might have spiritually protected their energy in some kind of way, okay? And made an offer with the Page of Cups. And something got balanced with that Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. Wow. Okay. So somebody sent somebody towards somebody to possibly have sex with them, to try to drain their energy so they could do spell work on them. But this person was already prepared, and this person does magic, or they know how to protect themselves spiritually. Okay. And this person did something to protect their energy. That's why I had the Ace of Cups in reverse. This person did something to cloak or protect their energy, and they reversed something and made an offer on the person that was trying to. It's like someone's trying to steal someone's energy, but instead it goes the other way, and it tips, the energy tips in the other direction, and instead that person ends up stealing that person's energy. And they made an offer, and that's how that went. The Magician, okay? So yeah, somebody was trying to steal someone's energy, but instead it went the other way because they protected themselves. And because this was something they were planning to cause someone a tower. Okay. So that's what happened. Somebody called, oh, shucky ducky, quack, quack. Somebody might have been trying to call somebody a tower. Someone could be an Aquarius. Somebody could be a Leo, or somebody is not healing. The star reverse can talk about someone that's unable to heal from something. Okay. And someone was able to balance some energy from some action someone took very quickly. Wow, what's this death card? Clarify death. That's Scorpio energy. Clarify the death card. Somebody was trying to cause someone a death, being childish. Okay, this could even be someone that was obsessed, or this person could be possessed with a demonic spirit, incubus, succubus spirit, or this could even be a Capricorn that was being very childish with the Page of Wands reverse. Okay, somebody was being very childish and they sent somebody to have sex with someone to drain their energy. But this person was closed and they protected their energy and they reversed it and they made an offer instead. And I don't know, it could have caused a death or an ending for somebody. Okay. Somebody couldn't backstab and betray somebody. Oh, a Scorpio. Okay. The Hierophant. Okay. Somebody could not backstab and betray somebody. Somebody defended themselves. Yeah, somebody was in some very cutthroat energy. Somebody was acting out of straight cutthroat energy, no empathy, compassion, or nothing like that. Somebody was in some very harsh energy, and they had their guard all the way up against somebody. Yeah, a Queen of Wands. Yeah, somebody slept with a Queen of Wands, but they had their guard up against this Queen of Wands. They were being extremely strategic. Okay. Yeah, this was somebody from the past. The Empress, somebody that pregnant, someone that could have been pregnant, or someone that someone already knew, or a Libra or something. Oh, because somebody wanted to move forward with someone they connected with in the past. An Empress, star energy. Oh, okay. So this person might have done this because they want to move forward with an Empress star. So I don't know, that might be your energy or someone's energy. They wanted to move forward with an Empress that's either anointed or in some kind of bright star energy. Your aura is very bright. This might be someone you could have connected with in the past. So somebody was being strategic in some cutthroat energy because, hey, there are no rules when you're in warfare and a spiritual battle. Okay. You cannot, it's not a thing of sensitivity or getting offended by what a person has to do to defeat their opponent. Okay. When you're dealing with warfare, spiritual warfare, especially with these demons, sometimes, like I said, you have to get in the mud and you got to do what you got to do, depending on how far in the trenches you are and what you're fighting up against. Okay. So there are no rules when it comes to warfare, real warfare. You got to take your glove, you got to take the gloves off and fight dirty and do whatever you got to do to win. You understand? It is what it is. Okay. Right. When we talk about staying righteous, righteousness is doing whatever you got to do to protect the innocent. Okay. So just like when we talk about, is it okay to kill or unalive somebody? Absolutely it is. Because what is the police here for? What happens when you have a hostage situation and someone is trying to sex traffic little children and don't want to let them go? What happens when people decide they're going to spray a whole crowd with a gun and kill as many families as they can? What do? You shoot to kill, right? Because you have to get rid of the threat by any means possible, even if it means that threat has to end their life. You understand? It's all about your intention. The universe and God, they know your true intention. And they also know if you used the amount of force and tact that needed, whether necessary or not. They know. They know the truth about whether a police officer could or knew that they could have found another way other than taking someone's life, or if they genuinely felt like their life was in danger and someone they were trying to protect's life was in danger. No one knows the heart, but God knows the heart. The universe knows the heart of the person. And that's what's going to determine whether or not a person gets karma. You understand? So if you're protecting the innocent and you got to do whatever you got to do and play dirty to fight to neutralize the threat, then there's no karma with that. And you do what you got to do. It is what you do, what you got to do. The 10 of Pentacles for spiritual and financial abundance. Yes. So yeah, somebody was in a spiritual battle, and that spiritual battle didn't just have to do with the transfer of energy and spells and things like that, but that battle also had to do with manipulation and cloaking and disguising their energy and things of that nature. You understand? It's nasty. It's not pretty. It's ugly. It's war. It is what it is. And you can't get offended by what a person has to do when they're in warfare. Okay. Somebody might be watching something with the 7 of Pentacles to see if somebody is in the same energy with the 9 of Cups. The 3 of Cups, clarify the 3 of Cups. Okay. This might be somebody that wants to celebrate with you. Okay. Somebody, the Ace of Pentacles, somebody couldn't backstab and betray somebody. The Empress reverse and a King of Pentacles reverse. They could not backstab and betray somebody. You're not stuck. The King of Pentacles reverse. Whoever you are, you're not stuck. They could not orchestrate something to backstab and betray you or someone coming towards you. Okay. There's also a Hierophant in the reverse here. This is a spiritual or religious figure. They could also be an Emperor energy. They could come out as a Hermit or a Page of Pentacles. Same cards come out every single day. Okay. Tell me about this identity theft. Somebody reversed an ending with someone that isolated themselves. The Empress, or someone could be pregnant, or someone could be a Libra, or someone is reversing an ending with you to tell you about identity theft. Clarify. Someone is burdened. Someone that's burdened, that took action. The Knight of Pentacles is that Hierophant in the reverse. That might have helped someone to commit identity theft. The King of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So there is a masculine here in your energy that is burdened right now because they thought you were not going to be here right now. This person worked with a woman, a King of Pentacles reverse. This is a feminine that's just a common thief, airhead. She's shallow, lacks integrity, will do anything for money. Just an airhead. She committed identity theft and he helped her. And he's no longer celebrating with her with this 3 of Cups in the reverse. And this person, I think they want to reverse an ending with you to tell you about this identity theft. There could be an Aquarius involved, or someone's not, or this person's not healing from something. An offer that was made. And it was a bad investment. It was a bad idea to invest their energy into helping this person to commit identity theft, or this person committed identity theft against you while they were dating or in a relationship. Okay. Yes. So, and they're not healing right now. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. There is a masculine that wants to reverse an ending with you because he was in a relationship with a woman that committed identity theft against you. And someone could be a Libra, someone could be a Leo. But now this Leo They're not healing from something, being backstabbed and betrayed. Okay. And because they're not healing right now, this masculine now is isolating themselves. They're not celebrating with this person, or both of these people. There could be two women here. This masculine could have had a poly type relationship with two women. Yeah, what do y'all want me to say? These two, they're telling me with the same sex energy, these two women might have been sleeping together. Okay. Whoever this masculine is, uh, uh, he was with these two women because both of them are very sexually fluid and open, and gave him a great time, willing to have sex and bring other women into the bedroom with them. And it was always like party time with them. And this is why they had a hold on this masculine. Okay. This same sex energy is talking about this Libra and this Leo. Both of them gave this masculine. This is how they were able to do sex magic on him and to keep control of his mind by giving him such a good time sexually, and allowing him to have orgies and bringing different women that he likes into, sexual situations. And he was wide open to it. This is how he got all these demonic spirits and dark attachments through sexual connections, entity attachments to the sacral chakra, to the root chakra, to the heart, to the mind. This is what will change a person's personality. Having sex with a whole bunch of karmic women that are unhealed, insecure, and have dark attachments. Having all those women with all kind of demonic spirits you're having sex with, and they are attaching those demonic spirits to you, and you can't think right. You go crazy and start not acting like yourself, start not speaking like yourself. You're not yourself no more. Now you're treating good people in your life, in your family, your children, you're treating them like trash. You're talking to everyone disrespectful, and you're going crazy, and you're moody and angry all the time because you got all kind of spirits ripping and running all through your mind, your crown chakra with an entity attachment, all through your heart, while you're being sexually aroused around the clock, and you're all over the place. You've lost control of your vessel. You understand? Because you're sleeping with too many unhealed, toxic women or men. Take it as it resonates. So there is a masculine that wants to come towards someone to tell them about identity theft that was committed by maybe a Leo and a Libra, that deal with the same sex, that he was having orgies with and in cahoots with, and all of them at one time were together, but I guess they're separating right now in some narcissistic energy. Yeah, they had this masculine in extremely narcissistic energy. Right now, somebody is unable to recover with the Nine of Wands reverse. Who is this Nine of Wands reverse that can't recover right now? Holy Divine Spirit. Okay. Someone rejected that's not moving forward. Okay, so that might be this Leo, okay, that I told you about, or the Emperor in the reverse. That could be an Aries. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Oh wow, they throwing these cards all over the place. Woo, child, can feel them moving me. God, whoo, they sent a chill through my right arm just now. Okay, okay. Whew, they want me to tell somebody that somebody released or let go of somebody with the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Because the Six of Pentacles reverse, it's not an equal give and take. So somebody doesn't have the same energy for somebody right now, or they don't have the same energy for something that they're doing anymore. And the Hierophant reverse, this could be a divorce. Clarify, what is the Hierophant reverse? Lord. Ooh, child. Child, your body be going through all kind of things when you be channeling. Child. Be like an open vessel, and just some of y'all know. somebody couldn't get away with something. Okay, so the Hierophant reverse is talking about the masculine that wants to tell you about the identity theft that he that the women that he was connected to were trying to get away with. Okay, it was a bad investment, and the conflict is over, and he has released it. And now the fool, he's going in a new direction because he didn't get what he expected with the Three of Wands. Okay, so if this masculine was attacking you at one time, he's saying that he's releasing it and letting it go. Okay, judgment. Okay, so somebody is about to be under judgment. Somebody that committed identity theft against you. It could be two women that are bisexual. One could be have heavy Libra, the other could have heavy Leo, or they could have these placements somewhere in their chart. They're both under judgment, and he wants to provide clarity, the truth and the clarity about what happened. He's going to go in another direction with his life. So at one time, if he was attacking you, he's going to stop attacking you. Okay. Okay. What do you want me to say about throat chakra? Why is throat chakra here? Sorry, y'all. Why is throat chakra here? Why is throat chakra here? Musical expression. Someone might have an entity attachment on their throat chakra. Inability to express their thoughts. Okay. Arrogance, and they disguise this with arrogance. Okay, got it. Feeling unheard or struggling to express their thoughts. Again, got it. Thank you. Okay, this is what they want me to say. The masculine that wants to tell you about the two karmic energies that did identity theft against whoever you are. This is somebody that he might even stutter or have a lot of trouble like expressing himself. Okay. This masculine doesn't realize it, but they have an entity attachment in their throat chakra that needs to be cleared out. Okay. Whoever this masculine is, they have an entity attached to their throat chakra. Now, this person, they feel unheard and they struggle to express their thoughts. Okay. And they have an inability to express their thoughts. They have trouble communicating. They really do. Blocked musical expression. Okay. And this is disguised as arrogance. Did you know that sometimes when people can't express and say exactly how they feel and they feel blocked, uh, there are some people that have a lot inside of them that they want to talk about and they want to express and say, but they don't have the words or the creativity, or they feel like it won't come across as intelligent sounding or eloquent as someone that's a wordsmith or someone that's a very good speaker. So because of this, sometimes people will retreat out of maybe shame or embarrassment, and they'll cloak this energy behind arrogance. They'll act like they're arrogant, but that arrogance is a cover for the fact that they really can't express themselves the way they want to. So I'm not speaking. I'm not going to say anything to anyone. My money should speak for me or whatever. Sometimes people that feel like they have some kind of fear about being able to speak their mind, they'll cloak themselves and hide behind arrogance because they really, really want to speak from the heart, but they don't have the words. They don't know how to put the words together to really express what it is that they're trying to convey. Okay. So, whoever this person is I'm picking up on, they have a lot inside of them that they want to express and convey that's in their heart, but they are unable to express it because they can't find the words and they don't know how to put the words together to sound impressive, so to speak. They want to be able to impress people when they speak and, like for people to admire them as a good speaker. But because they feel like they don't have that eloquence when it comes to speaking, they hide behind arrogance. Okay. And why is sacral chakra here? Clarify sacral chakra. 3. A lot of sex or masturbation to the point that it interferes with other areas of life. Sacral chakra. Engage in hobbies that stimulate creative energy, coloring, drawing, cooking, baking, and gardening. All right, sacral chakra. Spell work done to block or siphon. Someone's been doing sacral magic. Someone might feel detached, and someone might be very shy. Okay, so quick message for somebody. There's somebody very shy. What they're telling me to tell you is you masturbate too much. So there's somebody that's doing a little bit too much masturbation and they want you to engage in some other hobbies. Okay? Stop. Now we all know why you got your windows tinted in your car. Okay? Who's laughing? The 114. I feel like this is a man. I don't get feminine energy from this. Oh yeah, women have urges too, but I feel like this is a man I'm talking to. So there's a man that's shy that we all know why he stays on the internet till 2 and 3 in the morning, and he has his windows tinted in his car because of a lot of sex or masturbation to the point that it interferes with other areas of life. This is someone that's very shy, and they want you to engage in hobbies that stimulate your creative energy. You can do more than masturbate. Okay. I know that sexual energy can be used to release endorphins in your body that help you to relax and release tension and pressure. But you can use that Kundalini life-giving energy for other things like creating things, coloring, drawing, cooking, baking, gardening. You can paint. You can become an artist. You can engage in creating something, a new idea. You don't have to masturbate morning, noon, and night. You don't have to masturbate in traffic at red lights. You don't have to masturbate during your lunch break in that car with them tinted windows, in the bathroom at your job. Whoever this man is I'm talking to, I know this is a masculine. You're shy, so maybe that's why. Maybe you should join a group that has women and men, so that in a non-sexual way, you can affiliate yourself and get more comfortable with the opposite sex or same sex, whatever you like. So you'll help work or do something. Join a group, a hiking group or something to help you get over your shyness. Okay, so that's for somebody. This person might have done sacral magic as well. Okay. And right now they're feeling detached and doing a lot of masturbation. So use that energy in another way. Okay. That's the sacral chakra. Child, my car's got to tell you, you masturbating too much. Now I want to go take a shower. Child, got me over here wanting to go take a shower. Shoot. You got to come into my damn live so I could pick up on your nasty energy with your nasty self. I'm playing. I ain't calling you nasty. I'm just saying. Okay. Clarify they met up in secret. Okay. The high priest, high priestess, someone, the page of cups, reverse. Okay. So there could be an Aries that met up with Pisces or a high priest or a high priestess to do magic. Someone is childish because someone is childish and didn't want to let something go, but something was too risky. An emperor in reverse. Okay, so there is an older woman or an older man that's in some karmic distorted energy that might have met up in secret with a high priest or a high priestess. Somebody was trying to emotionally manipulate somebody to do some more magic, but somebody didn't know what direction to go in with this, to try to either get your energy or to try to manifest a 10 of Pentacles. They were going to try to cause an imbalance to your stability, the 9 of Pentacles. Who are these people, child? Who is that? Who's this high priestess? Who's this high priestess? This an emperor in the reverse. Who's this emperor in the reverse and high priestess that met up in secret? A drug dealer? Somebody might be a drug dealer. Who's the high priestess and emperor in river? An athlete. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody might be a drug dealer. Somebody might be an athlete. Somebody might be connected to the Roman Catholic Church. Somebody might be a lawyer. Okay. Athlete again. Okay. So somebody's an athlete. Somebody is an athlete. Somebody is an attorney or a lawyer. All right. And somebody is a drug dealer. Okay. So somebody is a high priestess. Okay. Or a high priest, man or woman. One of them is a lawyer or an attorney, and the other one is an athlete. Okay. And somebody is a drug dealer as well. The athlete could be a drug dealer, or the lawyer could be a drug dealer, or there's another party here. But either way, they met up in secret. They met up in secret and they were trying to gaslight them to do some more magic. But they don't know what direction to go with this magic. Why'd they meet up in secret? What's going on? Does this have something to do with this real estate land matter? Clarify real estate land matter. What is this about? What's this real estate? Because it's a lawyer, a page of wands. Okay. Because something's about to be balanced out and someone's about to be homeless. Okay. So this does have something to do with real estate and a land matter. Somebody is meeting up with a lawyer or attorney and they're trying to gaslight them into, or someone, one of them is trying to gaslight the other into doing some more magic. They want to do some more magic because there's some kind of real estate matter or land matter, or it's a matter having to do with a home. Somebody's about to get something that belongs to them. Something with this temperance energy is about to be balanced out. And somebody's about to be homeless with the 9 of Pentacles reverse. And that's the reason why someone's trying to gaslight a high priest or high priestess or a practitioner to do some more magic to help them with this real estate land matter. What's going on with an auto loan? An Aquarius or someone that's not healing? Someone that's not healing might be worried about something. An Aquarius, an Emperor in the reverse, Aries or Aquarius, the Devil reverse. So what's about to happen with an auto loan? What's about to happen? Somebody's backstabbed and betrayed. About work, okay? Maybe somebody made someone an offer. So somebody might have offered somebody something like to do a job, and someone might have been ambitious and they might have went and bought a car like with a high interest rate or something, because they figured when they finished a job that the money that they would receive from the job, they were going to just pay off the whole car. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go to a loan shark because you know that you're about to get money from a settlement, but you can't wait until you get the money from a settlement to go and get that G-Wagon, okay? You decide, I need the G-Wagon today because I'm so excited. So you go out and buy a G-Wagon with an 18% interest rate, okay? Because you know in 30 days that you're going to get your money from your inheritance, but you want to show off to all your friends right now. But then you find out you're not getting the inheritance. So that's what I'm picking up on here. Somebody might have gotten an auto loan, but anticipating that they were going to pay for something in cash because there's an Aries and an Aquarius here, okay? Because somebody made someone an offer to do something, but whatever they made them an offer to do, it didn't turn out the way they thought it would. So now they don't have the money to pay off this auto loan because the cycle is over with the World card. So now somebody might have to give a car back and somebody else might have to move out of a house. Wow. I have fire and a flood. What's going on with this flood? The Four of Wands, a house. Did something happen to somebody's house in a flood? What was the obstacle? Are they getting oh, wow. And this Emperor in reverse. This is Aries energy, but it does not have to be Aries at all. This is an older woman or man that was in some karmic energy. Their house might have gotten flooded, or did they do this for insurance money? So the Emperor in reverse, their house, there was a flood in their community or their neighborhood. An Emperor in reverse. Karma. Oh, wow. So whoever this older man or woman is, it could be, that's Aries energy, but there was a flood in their community. There was a flood in their community and it flooded their house. And they're telling me with the Wheel of Fortune, this is karma. This is karma for what they did. Ciao. And tell me about this fire explosion. Somebody was unhappy about something because someone couldn't defend what a Queen of Swords did, or a Queen of Swords couldn't defend what someone did. This could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And somebody thought it was a good investment to cause an imbalance. So this imbalance, is that a fire explosion to someone that's independent and single, a Nine of Pentacles. All right, what y'all want me to say? Somebody took a risk, but they didn't get what they expected. Somebody, it's so funny. I had a dream the other night. That first there was a woman that was, y'all know how dreams are. First, there was a woman that was chasing me with a gun. And like, I didn't have anything on me, any weapon, and she had a gun. And she was running from room to room and standing behind the doors. And I was running from room to room away from her and ducking and dodging and upstairs, downstairs. It was like, you know how dreams are. It's a whole bunch of different staircases in one house that go to different dimensions and different rooms. Y'all know how, like in Being John Malkovich, in like the dream state, you know how that can be. So I'm running from this woman that's chasing me with a gun. And then it switched from that to someone being in front of like a light socket. And they were pulling a light socket off of a wall and a fire started coming out of the light socket. And the fire started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And someone was moving their finger around in the socket and the fire got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like somebody was trying to start a fire in a house. So somebody might have been trying to start a fire or explosion in your house because they don't like that you're independent, you're single and you're independent and abundant. Yeah, the Four of Wands. Okay. But somebody, the Two of Cups, somebody rejected someone's offer. So somebody was paying somebody to come and start a fire where you live. Okay. But this person decided they didn't want to celebrate with this person anymore, and they rejected their offer to set the fire. Okay. So maybe somebody was doing magic for somebody, but they feel like setting a fire in someone's house is crossing the line. I saw it. They wanted to, the person that they made an offer to set your home on fire, they wanted to avoid a tower. Okay. Yeah. They wanted to avoid a tower. Yeah. That's the truth and the clarity. So someone that was sending witchcraft toward you, they got frustrated because the witchcraft wasn't working, and they were jealous. You're a nine of pentacles. They're jealous of your home. Wherever you stay, they're jealous of your home. They're jealous that you're financially independent and you're comfortable. So they was paying somebody. They made someone an offer to set your house on fire, but that person rejected the offer, and they decided to disassociate with whoever this person is, because they felt like this person is taking it too far. They were like, we'll do the witchcraft, but we're not going to set someone's house on fire. Okay. And someone felt defeated because this might have been a friendly person that they were cool with. Okay. That was aware that they wanted a death. They wanted to cause you a death, and they were trying to emotionally manipulate and gaslight them. And somebody was in their thoughts about this. Somebody was really worried about this. Someone was really worried about a Queen of Wands reverse and an Aquarius, or a Queen of Wands reverse that's not healing from something right now because she wanted your house set on fire. This is a mother figure, and an air sign. It could be two women that were doing witchcraft on you. One could be an air sign, one could be a fire sign. That if the witchcraft is not working, we're going to set your house, we'll pay someone to set your house on fire. Like, really? So when spell work doesn't work, we set homes on fire. We use nerve gas. We use energy weapons. We pay people to kidnap you. We pay people to follow you, to beat you up and assault you physically. Really? That's what we do? Give me a final message, Holy Spirit. Someone's coming toward somebody very quickly. Somebody, okay, they said not to say something. Okay. All right, you're going to get clarity from somebody. They might send you a message or something. It could come through email, text message. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it could come through a third party. Final message. Holy Divine Spirit, what is the final message, please, and thank you. There's a karmic that's closed emotionally right now, completely shut down. Final message. Somebody is so burdened by this. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person is aware that you're about to get a communication quickly from somebody, and they're burdened because they don't know what direction to go about a judgment, and they can't get someone to change their mind about something. This person is losing a lot of sleep right now, whoever this King of Pentacle energy is. Somebody is so stressed out and they can't move to calmer waters. They might even be going crazy in their head right now because you're about to get clarity. You're about to get clarity about everything, okay? And the devil in reverse. The person that's going to communicate with you, they don't have any bad intentions towards you. The devil in reverse, okay? You might be about to get the 10 of Pentacles. If somebody was blocking your life, blocking you, stealing your money or doing something, or if this is something someone stole from you, a property, the 10 of Pentacles is coming towards you, okay? The devil in reverse, okay? So the person that is either coming toward you or sending a message or that's getting ready to get in contact with you very quickly, they're not coming to harm you. It's nothing negative. The devil reversed, okay? This person is coming to help you, okay? The 10 of Pentacles. Guys, I'm Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. All right, I'll be back in a little bit.